Hello.
Hi.
So what is BTS?
BTS is a band. It's a Korean band.
Yeah. You like it?
I don't know who they are. I learned about them from a San Jose artist.
Any big plans this year?
I was gonna get married.
Yeah. Who are you with?
I'm with a guy named Carl.
Yeah.
You want love, mama? Let me whisper in your ear.
And Carl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for how long?
For I don't know how long. Like 4 years, I think.
Okay. And how did you meet?
We worked together. Yep.
Like bus drivers?
No, we both work at a school. He is a teacher. I worked in a different classroom as a para-educator, like a teacher's aide.
How did you get attracted or get interested?
I don't
From your
know.
side.
I know initially I was not
Not.
interested, but we ended up overlapping in work and in like our own social circles. We had a lot of the same friends and hung out a lot, and he was very easy to be around. We ended up finding out we had like a lot of interests and got along really well, and we just kind of, we just got together.
Chassis?
He loves chassis. Yeah. He loves a lot of Chinese food. All kinds of food, all kinds of ethnic food.
Who initiated first?
He did. He sent me a text message inviting me to a concert.
Oh, nice.
It was a band called The Naked and Famous.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you feel this set apart from all else you've experienced, even though it's mostly high school?
I think I felt very supported. You know, initially when we were just friends, I was supported at work because I was newer at the time. I was supported in like my educational studies, took a big interest in that and trying to mentor me and help me. And then it was just like a lot of support was just like my personal interest. He listens to me a lot and likes to give input that's very constructive and helpful, and so we ended up talking a lot. He's very easy to talk to. There's a lot of comfort that I have in him. And then because we shared interests, we're able to go and like experience a bunch of things together. I think our relationship just evolved that way, and it took on a natural like growth of its own.
He's very introspective.
Yeah.
And he takes his time to give his input.
Yeah, it's not like, sometimes, you go out, you hang out with friends, you talk just to talk, and there's other times where there's a lot of introspection, a lot of reflection before giving a response, and it's very thoughtful.
First, what do you think your definition of love is?
I think it means that you're giving the opportunity to your partner, like an equal opportunity to each other, to just be your truest self. And being able to give appreciation too. So it's like offering the opportunity and trusting that person to, treat your thoughts or your being with kindness and feeling that appreciation that they really like how you are. Like, it's kind of a nice feeling, right? Like you're with someone and you're like, oh, you actually think I'm cool, or like you think I'm a good person, or whatever it is. So it's a big like trust net that you have with that person.
It's a big foundation. Love has changed over course of time.
I think it's been refined. So like, if you are like I was a little girl, like most people are. Most people are little
Miss
people.
Melly.
They're like little people, and then they grow up. But they watch like TV and movies and like cartoons and stuff. And
Disney?
Like-
Do you think Disney's at fault? Or
not at
help?
I think it's helpful. Like Disney movies, you know, have this moral push in all their movies. Like, are they being their true self? Are they following their dreams? Are they following their passions? And so I think they put in the forefront love is like about this being truthful to yourself and finding someone that loves you for who you are. And so I think everyone knows that. Like, they're like buzzwords. They're things that like everyone kind of expects. But how you feel it or how you interpret it when it comes into your life, I think is different. And so I think you can feel the basis of those things, and you can learn to love a lot of people in your life. But finding that right fit, that right complement to you, where it's this reciprocal effect of you being yourself to someone else and someone else doing that back to you, and seeing how that rhythm works between you two is maybe more difficult to come by.
Yeah.
Like, I have great relationships with wonderful friends that I feel like we have that type of relationship. I love my friends very much. But I think there's something unique to when I, you know, met Carl and fell in love with Carl.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
No. Yeah. What's something? What have you learned throughout the years, or like through this relationship?
This relationship. I think I've learned that it's very important to be upfront when you are feeling unhappy or uncomfortable with something.
Yeah.
You know, it's something that if it's really bothering, like it's not like an irritation from when you're out on an outing or something. It's something that like you discussed or something that's come up in your relationship that's going to bother you. You have to bring it up early so things don't fester or things aren't misunderstood. I think I'm lucky that we haven't had any issues like that. But I think we have come across like our friends' relationships or hypotheticals where they could get like messy or misunderstood because, you know, we might interpret it differently or approach things differently. And so I think bringing things up early helps keep anything like that at bay.
Because you're two different people.
Yeah.
And it's hard to see completely on the same page. Speaking in their language, I guess, in the way they can understand. Did you have to work to it, or because you had more security with each other, it was easier to get into?
As soon as something starts to bother us, I think we can read it on each other's expression and ask about it, or like we know that it's going to show up, you know, on our faces or on our interactions, and so we just bring it up anyways.
So connected. Sometimes a lot of people are not emotionally intelligent, register.
Yeah, I think that's true. I think it has a lot to do with our work experience and in education.
Yeah. Because you work with kids and you have to.
Yeah, there's a lot of interpretation with kids of like, you know, any age. There's a lot that they're discovering themselves, and they probably don't have the words to express to you. And so while you're working, you're also like constantly doing this like scan of everyone's well-being, because if something's wrong, like you have to attend to it soon. You know, you're taking care of this child, regardless if they're in high school or in preschool. So I think maybe that's why we are a little bit more attuned, and you know, because we're spending so much time together, we learn each other's, you know, facial cues and